That was runner-up. Can you believe runner-up? So now there's a winner, even better than that. Hard to believe, but from the National Building Nation Builder Social Innovation Challenge, and that is the co-founder and CEO of Solar Turtle. That name alone would have given me, first prize anyway. An enterprising businesswoman. She's one of Africa's renewable energy pioneers that develops secure solar containers for off-grid electrification. Lungi Tyali, all about bringing power and empowerment to rural areas. Why don't you give Lungi a big round of applause? Watch out the light, Lungi. Yes, yeah, just checking.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Lungi Tyali. I represent a company called Solar Turtle. We work in off-grid areas. We empower women and youth, and we make sure that we deliver safe and secure electricity through our solar-converted shipping containers. We're going to show you a 3-minute video. It's not going to be 3 minutes exactly, less than that. And it will show you how our business works before I come into another presentation to you. So please enjoy.
Across Africa, utilities have failed to provide for the basic electrification needs of the majority of the population, especially in rural communities. There's an estimated 585 million people living without electricity in sub-Saharan Africa. And to make matters worse, 70% of those unelectrified live in rural communities. In South Africa alone at present, there are 3.4 million households without formal meter electricity supply. 2.2 million in formal and 1.2 million in informal households.
The Solar Turtle is basically a second-hand shipping container. We take battery packs and solar panels and you put it all into the container.
We find and train women from the local community to be turtlepreneurs.
Then we take the lady with her container to a rural community that doesn't have electricity. Once there, the container just plonks on the ground, opens the doors. She then takes the panels outside, flips them towards the sun, and they charge the batteries on the inside. Now community members who want electricity come to the Solar Turtle and buys one of these bottled electricity packs. And they can take it back home, plug it in home, and voila, they've got the electricity. When the electricity runs dry, simply take the bottle back to the container, plug it in, during the day, charge it up, voila, you've got your electricity again. Okay, so these are the batteries. We've got the small ones, the light boxes. We've got the medium ones, these more TV boxes, and we've got the bigger ones, so you're thinking of fridge boxes. All that they are is a lead crystal battery inside a recycled bottle, which we convert into a 12-volt socket, like a car socket. So all you do is you take your bottle home, which you then plug into your home system, voila, and you got your lights. When it's finished, you plug out the bottle and take it back to the Solar Turtle for recharging. Currently, most of these people are reliant on kerosene, which is quite expensive.
LED lights can provide a much cleaner and a safer light for a longer period of time.
Obviously, just starting one small little business is not going to change the world. We want these businesses to grow. And once it reaches a critical mass, and they can actually start selling their excess electricity, and you start creating mini-grids. So as you have solar turtles all over the country, they start connecting to one another, making a web, and supporting one another.
Access to electricity has many advantages for rural communities. Adequate lighting, more study time, women and children don't need to collect firewood, no more burning of kerosene. The Department of Basic Education, together with the Department of Science and Technology, is teaming up to roll out the ICT program. They want to hand out tablets to replace textbooks in rural schools. Obviously, they require electricity for this, and that's where we come in.
As you can see, we have almost 600 million living without electricity in the whole of Africa. In South Africa, we've got about 4 million people who still are living without proper electricity. We've come up with a solution at Solar Turtle, and this solution enables off-grid areas to have access to clean energy. I grew up in a village in Elodale in the Transkei, and since 2011, I went back to the village. I was haunted by the fact that every time I went back home, we still had no electricity, there was no running water, sanitation. We had a challenge of a high school that was recently built, but because of their good metric results, we had people from other villages coming to live in the village itself through rentals. And by 2015, we had over 3,000 pupils from grade 10 to grade 12. Now, everybody had a cell phone, but they had nowhere to charge the cell phones. This was a big challenge. This is where I met my partner, James van der Walt. And I thought that, this was the solution that I'd been waiting for. It was just, one of those chance meetings. And today we are running a successful company that is looking after the off-grid areas. We want to balance the scales. And we believe that, energy is not just about electricity, it's about the people. Because everything that is within that kind of energy is about the passion. We can empower people. We are a women empowerment company. We are a youth empowerment company. We offer training for businesses. We teach people to run their own solar kiosks. So as a renewable company, energy, we offer skills development. We empower women and youth. We promote proudly South African products, so which means that everything that we do, we try to localize before we go and look for skills that are out there and outside. This is the new stuff that we are getting into our solar business. As you saw how it was difficult for James to be opening the manual, the first pilot that we had, he had a bit of a struggle. And because of the challenges of security, we felt that we needed to come up with a solution that was going to be automated. So at a push of a button, the solar panels, they open up towards the sun, and in the evening when they're not feeling so safe, then they kind of close back within themselves. Hence the word solar turtle. When a turtle is not feeling safe, it goes in within its shell, and then it's feeling safe. We are as safe and robust as a turtle as well. And through our ICT training and management system, this is where now we've got this model where we can teach people how to run their businesses, how they can take stock, how to do cash ups, because we've got a lot of entrepreneurs that are running around without the experience. And most of them, they really, really just do not enjoy, doing the cash ups, doing the stock, being responsible. They just want to take the money, and the way that they will use the money is not in a way that is sustainable. Hence, a lot of our small businesses, they kind of like fail. Okay, this is our business model. We have direct sales that start from 30,000 to 450,000. And then our micro franchise is a prepaid meter system for 14 Rand per kilowatt. And the rental can be anything from 200 to 1,000. I want to go back to the slide where we had the baby turtle. And I think it went very fast. I didn't even see that. So this is our new design, the baby turtle. This will be affordable to the young youth in the townships, in taxi ranks. It will be available for when you want to go to the stadium, because everybody is always running out of a battery and the phones die. So let's say you are in a festival and you need a place where you can charge. Now we're offering the youth some kind of employment where we are saying you can have the baby turtle for as little as 30,000. Obviously, we are looking at other ways as a social business to bring the prices down for this. So it's a very new invention, and we're very excited about it. And also our gamification, which is a very new and a fun way of teaching people, where they will get rewards when they go onto our training ICT. So you have to look after your software, and like a business, you need to sustain it. So this is what we are doing as the Solar Turtle. Okay, so we're an award-winning social business. We're always innovating. We support national development goals. We focus on women in green economy. We're ready to scale up. It's the power of tomorrow to those who are powerless today. So these are the people that we are working with. Myself as the head of the company, you have James from the technical team, and we've got our software developer, who is Shalene. And we're based in the Eastern Cape, in the Transkei, and also in the Western Cape. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you so much, Lungi. I don't see any questions on Slido, which obviously speaks to a great presentation. If there are no
Thank you.
questions to go, let me see if there are any. I'm just quickly refreshing, but I don't think so. How you funded, you mentioned that. Your business model makes great sense. I think let's give Lungi a big round of applause and congratulations on winning
Thank
such an
you.
innovative thing.
Thank you.
Wonderful.